So there's some countries that are already, like operating at that level between each other, but eventually it's supposed to be across the community.
Now, Ali, that you brought up Rwanda. Rwanda has pretty much opened their, what should I say? They've opened their doors for returnees.
Kind of like Ghana.
Yes. Julius, what's the right word for that? It's not. Is it?
It's not right of abode in
what are they
in Rwanda, but it's a lot easier.
They have a name. Yes, they have a name for it. It's pretty much like you say. They're letting all black.
You can go
folks,
home. Yes,
yes. They're like come back home. They have an actual ministry. They have a representative, and the guy even used to live in the diaspora. He meets the guys. He meets the different groups. Depending upon his schedule, obviously. And a lot of folks who have gone to Rwanda and started businesses, say, you moved from New York, you sold your house and you went back to Rwanda, they bought a house there, started a business, and, guys have a restaurant and they're flourishing. They're happy, and even some folks who went to Ghana are now switching from Ghana to go to Rwanda because they've made it easier to operate. So, are you saying that system that they have is not what you guys are looking for, or you're looking for something similar but has more roots? I'm not sure.
We're looking for that, but that wouldn't help me because I don't want to go to Rwanda.
So. No. But what I'm saying is that the same type of setup.
The same thing.
Okay.
The same thing. And don't get me wrong, Kenya is heading in the right direction. I have two companies registered in Kenya. It took me a day, two and a half days to get the company registered.
Mm-hmm.
It's so those things are working. I just can't work for my own company. That's the only thing. So
So then, can you pay yourself?
I can't. So one company is not operational, which is the one I want to. That's my passion project.
Understood.
The one I want to do, which I won't go into much details
Okay.
here. The other one is renting bodas. So I have a Kenyan partner. I have two Kenyan partners, but the one for the boda company, we will buy the bodas. The riders, I just need 30% back. The riders get to keep the bike, and the money goes in a Kenyan bank account.
Okay.
So that's fine.
At what point do you cut them off? Sorry to cut you off, but at what point do you cut them off, or do you say, okay, you're done, or is there like some sort of agreement? Or
so the cost of the bike plus 30%, then there is an agreement.
Okay, that's not bad.
The bike is theirs.
Okay,
right. So that's what we're doing, and that doesn't bother me because that money can stay there till when I get to Kenya. I'm not really concerned about that, but the one that I want to work in, the one that's my passion, is the one that's giving me a challenge because I physically need to be there to operate.
Okay, all right. So you're already at that point where you've registered businesses. Is there maybe maybe any assets that you may have purchased? Maybe if you don't mind telling us that.
And in what area? And should you give me some? You can give me some numbers, and I'll.
So. There's a place about 45 minutes outside of Malindi called Boalala. I bought 8. I would say 6 pieces of land there, 6 plots.
Wow.
And I've helped at least 8 people to buy plots in Kenya. So
by 8 people you mean foreigners or
foreigners, Jamaicans actually.
Excellent.
Okay. Oh wow.
So I have that. So that's close. That's on the coast. And then I have another 2 plots, shortly 3, in Naivasha.
Wow. Okay.
So are you buying them? I've noticed the way the sizes of plots are like either 100 by 100, 50 by 100,
100 by 100. But I buy them all together. So
so you have them back to back. Got you.
Exactly.
Got you.
Okay.
So over here, Slay, I think this is pertaining to his issue of getting a PIN, a bank account, something like that. And maybe Slay can, but she says here, I can help find more info on how to navigate this. And no bribes, just getting more info on how to go about this. Specifically, maybe you can chime in over there, Slay, what it is, but she's offering to assist.
Okay.
So we should give her, that's her action item to take out of
That
this
is her
meeting.
action item.
Slay, please make sure you have that.
Okay.
AI. We'll give a deliverable by the end of the show.
And I see another artist here is happy that we're reading a comment. Yes, we try to read all the comments of people who've taken time to tune in to us. So thank you so much.
We try.
Another artist is very proud of you. Near Generational says, apologies, I'm late. No, it's never late. This is Kenya. So better better late than never. So welcome, Near Generational. And then Leslie B says, Rwanda Development Board has risen on the World Bank Ease of Doing Business Index. So this is something that maybe we need to learn from, because I've had a lot of positive things about
for us.
Those guys. Have you ever watched any of those people who returned and have settled, especially like someone who's come from like New York? The hustle and bustle and has, gone with the family, opened a restaurant, doesn't know diddly squat about this place, and you would think they are the Rwandans. Yeah.
So I think this is something that that Kenya needs to improve on, because this is there's a whole market of people, black people, who actually specifically want to come to Kenya. Because you listen to, like Kaiser here, he's saying he's specifically interested in Kenya. So that means there's so many other people out there, but they're looking for a way in which they can conveniently and easily get in without much hassle. Near Generational says, I briefly heard you mention in the beginning the riverboat fight in Alabama. That co-captain that couldn't dock the riverboat, that could have been a Kenyan American doing his job. Doesn't matter. That's very true. And this is something that I constantly keep telling people, because sometimes certain parents think because they're in a good school district, and
changing your accent,
because like that's how parents in those good districts talk.
Them boys.
Like they think that everything is okay. Like it's those other guys who are gonna get in trouble. Yes, like this could happen.
That doesn't sound like a Nairobi West accent.
This could happen.
I don't care what you tell
That's
me.
how we spoke in Nairobi West. Kwani you guys, you never spoke like that?
Us guys, we didn't do that.
Okay. All right. So all right. Yeah. But
This
basically,
is interesting with Kaiser, man.
yes. But basically, like that's just like you have to be aware that anything can happen as long as your child has any shade of black on them. It doesn't matter if it's a light shade, a dark shade. Like
you is black,
a chocolate shade. Anything can happen to him.
You remember the is it the 3/5 rule?
Yes.
As long as you have something,
yes,
you're considered
the
black.
Other. Yeah.
As any, you're considered black.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what Near Generational Leah was saying. It could be a Kenyan. It could be anyone. Now, the other thing that I wanted to ask you is, just still on this petition, there's the aspect of how we expect it to practically work. Like technically, what is it that you want to see? Like let's say not even yourself who's emotionally connected. Let's get someone who's fast getting that spiritual connection to Kenya, and they decide, I want to go to Kenya. What is it that you want it to be easy for this person that you are not able to have access to, Afro-Jamaican?
If the person falls in love with Kenya and is willing to invest, they should just be able to buy their ticket, make the government aware this is what their intentions are. They get a stamp at the airport, and they can go buy their land. They can start operating their business, because guess who's going to be working for them?
Kenyans.
It's Kenyans.
Yeah. So when you say it that way, you don't think that it's worth to have, say, some sort of department? Because like you say, so if they say, okay, go ahead and you can buy land, blah blah blah, don't you think that there should also be some sort of vetting agency, so to speak, in terms of to help? Because I don't know what you went through buying land, but buying land in Kenya is another. That's I think
it's a nightmare.
I think it's a tale of two cities.
So okay. When I say for ease of access, I do expect the Kenyan government to do a background check or ask you for a police report from where you're coming from, or I don't want the people that I'm trying to get away from. I don't want them there either. So
So you're saying you don't want one mic to be you don't want one mic to be your neighbor. You might want Ali.
Yeah, that's messed up.
I'm just saying.
You guys are funny.
Cool kid.
No, if you haven't, like, if the thing is though, what I don't think a lot of people realize, you have two sets of people coming to Africa. You have the tourist,
yes,
the black tourist who just wants to scratch it off the list. I've been on the continent.
Correct.
And then you have those of us that are Afrocentric. We're Pan-Africans, and we want to come home. And we are not coming home empty-handed. We're coming with resources. We're coming with experience.
Yep.
And we want to see the benefit
and make change. Yeah.
You know, we want to see us being of benefit to whatever region we're in.